favor. Right between these two is the power cord for this. Would you grab it and hand it up for me, please? Hello there. Welcome to the basement. Literally to me, a new basement. I do believe we got a good one tonight, people. There's fun stuff to talk about. But before we get to all of that, first thing you need to do, grab yourself something to sip on. Light yourself a little something to smoke on. Sit back and relax. Because this is a Saturday night chill. Hello there. Welcome to the Saturday Night Chill. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys had a good week, or minimum a good Saturday. Ooh, Alan's birthday's coming up on Tuesday. Oh, you're a July 4th baby. You had very patriotic parents, I guess, to time it that well. And Brooke, how you doing, man? And of course, welcome to all you who are watching on the replay. Thank you very much. While I'm thinking of these things, if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and smash a like. And, anyone who's in the chat or just lurking, if you also have not done so, please do so. And if you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe and tap that notification bell so you know every time I drop some content. The Big Fitty. All right, Alan. I'm not too far behind you. I'm going to turn 48 this fall. So I'm right on your tail feathers there, sir. Sabersmith, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. How was your week? You watched Indy 5, eh, Brooke? Pretty all right. Could you put a number behind that for me, if you would, please? Out of 10. That would be dope. Alan really enjoyed it too. I don't think the hate is so much directed at Indy 5 so much as it's directed at Lucasfilm. So 7 out of 10, huh, Brooke? 8 for you, Alan. All right. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope I enjoy it when I get around to watching it when it hits streaming. Um, we'll get to its performance in due course. That is one of the things we are going to talk about tonight is the weekend opening numbers for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny or whatever. Hi, baby. My cat. You've seen him before occasionally. He'll hop up on my shoulder out of nowhere. Oop, 8 out of 10 for you too, Sabersmith. All right. Oh, yep. And there he is. There he is. Hi, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you doing? No, not on the desk. Not on the desk. Hang out. Oh, you can hang out on my shoulders. There. That's where you got to hang out at is on daddy, not on the desk. Okay? Can you handle that? And please don't aim your butt at the camera. You'll pardon him. He's just a teensy bit spoiled. And absolutely none of it is my fault. None. Not one bit is my fault. Okay, a lot of it's my fault. Bro. Nope. Okay. No, you don't just get to come and hang out on the desk. You have to like get on my shoulders and be cute if you want camera time, bro. Them's the rules. I mean, like, I'm no good in the cute department, so if you're going to be on camera, you got to handle that shit for me. Okay. Oh, man. Where do I want to start? Because obviously the big thing I wanted to talk about was the Deadpool 3 and what it could or could not do for the MCU, but that we will get to last. Hi, Donna. How are you? How have you been? I managed to snag some time out of Donna from the Sidetrack channel. I appreciate that, Donna. Oh, excuse me, one moment, please. Yay, good. I'm glad to see you're great. Have you seen Indy yet? Did you go see it? And if things are a little wonky, if I can just like got to get up and like move around and do something, it's because I literally just got all this set up today. We're moving. So I literally just got all this set up this afternoon, and I may or may not have overlooked minor details. I mean, that's not something I usually do. Ever. At all. Just ask my wife. She'll tell you. No, I'm definitely definitely on the forgetful side. And I'm definitely on the klutzy side, which is not that great a combination. Because yeah, it just doesn't work out. Because I tend to run into stuff I miss. So if I overlook something, I'm probably going to fucking trip over it, honestly. So that's how that goes. But like I said, I wanted to talk about the indie numbers, but I also, since we've had new developments this week, wanted to talk about the Jonathan Majors situation because over the last week and a half, first, the defense dropped all kinds of fun little info to the insiders, which made Jonathan Majors look really, really good. And then just was it yesterday or the day before, Rolling Stone came out with an article that took all that goodwill and shit on it and buried it. So, um, yeah, we'll see about that one. So, do we want to start with Senor Majors, or do we want to start with our favorite archaeologist, Dr. Jones? Where do we want to begin? You're out of town again, Donna? What the hell? Are you in the States, or are you staying up in Canada this time? All right. Well, Sabersmith, you have to cast the deciding vote of amongst the three of you in the chat. I got one Indian, I got one Majors, and I attempt to run it. Oh, that's right. Brooks in there too. 4. Okay, so 2-2. Well, you could be. Oh, you're at the daughter's house for the 4th. Nice. Nice. All right, Sabersmith, are you going to tie it, or are we going to start with Indiana Jones? Remember the dog, Indiana. It's the best I can do for Sean Connery. Deal with it. Sounds a lot like Liam Neeson, but they're both from, that area of the world. Anyway. You know what, Sabersmith? I think you tied that just to be contrary. I see what you're doing there. Forcing me to make my own fucking decision. What the hell, dude? It's Saturday. I don't care if this is my stream. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well. Ooh, that'll be fun. Here's how we will decide. We have Spidey and we have Miles. Hey, David. Oh, my wife's in here on the Majors. All right. Thank you, love. Because I really wasn't sure where I was going to go with after these two anyway, so without having to do weird shit with my camera. All right. Okay. So, did I say hi, David? Hi, David. Thanks for coming in tonight. It's good to see you. All right, so you want out? Open that door yourself. All right, fucking cats. Anyway, um, so last week, an article came out from the Insiders with all kinds of evidence or alleged evidence provided by the defense. Um, and they included, some statements from from women who knew him. Most of them purporting to be. See, I told. Oh, hey. No, you're good. Um, obviously, all of them in his favor, or the defense wouldn't have bothered. Oh yeah, Brooke. I'll get to that too. Right around that same time, it also came out that the lady involved in the original incident, which led to Mr. Major's arrest, had been arrested herself. This was later proved to be false. But at the time, of course, Twitter blew up and everyone's crazy. And all the people that have been pro majors this whole time were having a little internet party. And then obviously it came out that she was not arrested. At most, they were doing a little bit of extra investigation on her, but that was about it. It has not led to an arrest. So that was a bit of a hit. And then the Rolling Stone article came out. Now, from what I understand, they've been doing their own investigation into this for, basically since it happened for the last 2 or 3 months. And obviously they knew who to talk to. So when they got a hold of the defense sent them 6 statements um, from 6 women. And when Rolling Stone went to follow up on those statements, one woman is incommunicado. One woman said her statement was an outright fabrication. Uh, One woman said he was a cool guy, actually said he was a nice guy. And the other three were pissed because they had not given the lawyer permission to share their statements. So, and then not to mention the fact that there are all the other people that we've heard about up until now that have come out of the woodwork. Um, People that he's worked with in the past, actors, directors, producers. Um, they're all alleging he's at a minimum very over the top and acted in what they all considered to be, at a minimum, a verbally abusive manner. A couple of them intimated there was some minor physical abuse too. Uh, no one ever really got into any deep specifics on that. I don't know. Wonder if it's a Johnny Depp situation. Where they're both fucking psycho and doing stupid shit. Could be. Very well could be. I mean, I don't think that's something a lot of people have taken into account. And I even put through this out on Twitter when I thought the arrest of his ex was legit, and a lot of people seem to forget that, and which doesn't surprise me in this day and age because it's either all or nothing. But there's absolutely no reason why they both could have assaulted each other and therefore both guilty of a crime and therefore both deserving of arrest any damn way. No one seems to want to consider that fucking possibility though. As was the case with Johnny and Amber. They were both highly shitty to each other. Amber literally shit the bed, but um yeah, it could very easily have been that they were thumping on each other in a mutual way, both technically committing assault upon the other, and therefore both worthy of charges and or arrest. Now, those were my thoughts when I thought she was legit arrested. Now that she's not, that doesn't really change anything because, like I said, they're still looking into her a wee bit, and it could come out that there's some mutual shoving and slapping and crap going on. We still don't know yet because we've had this article from Rolling Stone, which made him look like crap, preceded by the article from Insiders, which made him look better. Um, but I think here's the main crux of the situation, and that's before we even get what I think Marvel's going to do. But here's the thing, and I still personally have not made a call on whether I think he's guilty or innocent. I'm only to the point where I don't think it looks good because he's been arraigned. There's been the first motion trial where defense got to make all kinds of motions and the prosecution got to respond, blah, blah, blah. Then there was the second motion trial where all the responses back and forth were gone over. And I assume the standard motion to dismiss was denied by the judge because after those three hearings, the judge set a trial date. So obviously the prosecution has enough to keep the judge from going, yeah, you don't have shit, case dismissed, clunk. That's not what happened. What happened was there's enough to move this to trial, and it will be August, I think it's 4th or 7th. Poof, gavel down. That's it. So does that guarantee that, he's an ass munch and a piece of shit that beats on women? No. Um, it just guarantees that the defense did not do enough for the judge to dismiss it outright. When they get to trial, the defense can, I mean, they've already been sowing reasonable doubt in the court of public opinion for months anyway. So that won't be changing, other than the venue will change from the internet to the actual courtroom. But that's pretty much it on that shit. Sabersmith, my late hubs was a police officer, and he said domestic calls are the hardest to deal with. It could be, yeah. I mean, those would probably be if I was serving as a police officer, I would probably absolutely hate those calls the most. I can very much see that happening. Um, Number one, obviously, it's always he said, she said. Number two, I have very, very, very firm feelings about hitting women. They're firmly against. So, I mean, I really don't care what I mean, unless she's literally got a weapon that can deal death to you in one blow, it's restraint and get the fuck out of there. You know, coming at me with a katana, I might dodge it and punch you in the face. It's, but that's how fucking extreme it would have to be. Like, insanely extreme. Yeah, it is a bit sad because the dude acts his fucking ass off, Brooke. The dude is a phenomenal actor. Like an absolute, like he was the best part about Quantumania. He was, if not the best part, one of the best parts of Loki season 1 as He Who Remains. And it is going to be a big loss. And I think the loss is coming. I I haven't, obviously I haven't seen or heard anything. This is just my own thinks. This is my own speculation. This is nothing even remotely approaching gospel or anything official. This is just how I feel about this instrumentation. And that is, I think the decision's been made. I think he's been gone since, at a minimum, the second hearing where he was carried over, where the trial date was set rather than him being let go. Um, I think that was the nail in his coffin at that point, regardless of how the trial itself turns out. Um, with the way things are and how much the court of public opinion matters, frankly, more than the law, a lot of the times it seems, or the court of law. So I don't see any way around it. He gone, especially, especially when you take into account the blowback from the Flash and how crappily that performed. Now, was it all because people were very much against Ezra Miller and the activities they got up to? No, was not all. There's no way it was not a significant part, though. Ezra pissed many people off with the shit they got up to, with the chair throwing and the woman choking and all that kind of shit. So, but WB kept him around and they promoted the fuck out of that movie and spent way too much on marketing. And then, well, we all know what happened. So I guarantee Marvel looked at that, saw what happened there, and was like, yeah, nah. If we keep Majors, it's going to be the same shit. First thing we put him in. So, and with the way things have been for Disney the last few years, I don't see them having the balls to try and keep him either. Just, there's, for me, there are so many points against keeping him from the perspective of Disney. So many more against than there are for. Justin, what's going on? Donna did not watch The Flash because she doesn't support groomers. Ezra groomed that teen. Yeah, I mean, it definitely fucking, it at a minimum, that was whack. I have no idea how far anything went with that because I don't think anything like that's actually been disseminated for public knowledge. But yeah, that was a fucked up situation. So, yeah. How you doing, Justin? How was your Saturday, bruh? We're just talking about the Majors situation. Oh, and I'm going to be dropping the link in the chat later, too, just so y'all know. if you want to, set some shit up for yourself. Because I feel like sharing screen time as I sip my grape energy drink. He's looking dead at me. Like, fuck you, dude. Talking about my cat. He's laying over there staring at me because I wouldn't let him climb all over shit. So now he's over there laying on my wife and just staring at me like, yeah, be jealous, bitch. Fucking cats. Brooke liked Indy 5 better than The Flash. At least it didn't have terrible CGI. Yeah, I mean, yeah, how was I mean, it looked dope in the trailer, but how was that deep fake of young Indy? How'd that look on screen? I mean, it looked good in the trailer. Did it carry over to the theater? That's what I want to know. Maximus, what's going on, dude? How you been? Think the deep fake looked kind of convincing, Brooke? Good. 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 It's all owned by Lucasfilm. Oh, Chunky, gotta go outside. Well, the movie went by kind of fast. Flash. I mean, at least that means Indy had good pacing. Unless they went too fast, in which case they still fucked that up. Well, busy, huh, Darth? Well, I am glad to see you too, man. It's been a hot minute. I hope things have been all right for you. I mean, I've seen you in a couple other streams here and there, but nowhere near as much as I used to. So I hope life is treating you, if not okay, at least not shitty. But yeah, I was just talking about the majors thing and how things have been very up and down for him in the public lately, with positive articles one day and Rolling Stone basically rolling right over him the next day. Not literally, but you all know what I mean. It's definitely happened, but all is good. All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that things are good, even though they are busy. The neighborhood is so enthusiastic about the 4th of July weekend, even though the 4th ain't till Tuesday. So, yeah, if you hear some random crackles and pops in the background, it's neighbors being patriotic in their minds, I guess. Or really just doing what a lot of people do, which is getting drunk and, setting things on fire and making them sparkle. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm above that because I'm not. I just choose to time it more appropriately. That's all. So, the couple of you who have just recently popped in, what do you all think about the Major situation? Is he done? Will we be getting a new Kang? Yay or nay? I watched a video about how the American Revolution is taught in Britain. Apparently, they don't talk about it too much in British schools. Yeah, I mean, why would they spend time on an ass whooping? I mean, schools nowadays probably don't spend a lot of time on Korea or the Vietnam War when we got our asses beat either. So, history is written by the victors. Just remember that. Don't know what to think about it still. Yeah, I mean, I am not settled one way or the other, Jay, on his guilt or innocence, because there's still I feel like there's still a lot more information that's going to come out in the trial. But between him still actually going to trial, not to mention the obvious effect that Ezra had on the performance of the Flash when with all the shit they got up to, I think Disney/Marvel is looking at the Flash bombing and the fact that this shit's still out there floating around pending. I don't see, and I honestly don't think Iger's got enough balls or shoulder left to take on another fight with what he's already got going on, with all the belt tightening he's doing, plus, Juan DeSantis down there in Florida. Yeah, I don't think this is a battle he cares to fight, honestly. So those are the reasons I think he gone. But obviously, we don't know that for sure. No announcements have been made, not even a hint of a leak about his status currently. At least not from anyone who is reliable. So that's just my thoughts on it. That's like I said, it's just my thoughts, my speculation, my educated guess. So, Brooke, don't know what to think of the Majors issues, but whatever they have as a backup plan, it may be difficult to find a replacement. Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to. They're not gonna be able to just dip out into the talent pool in Hollywood and find someone that's as dynamic as he is, just sitting around doing nothing. People on that level of acting are generally fucking busy. Having trouble thinking who can replace Majors as Kang. I'm sure Marvel is too. I know, I don't have a fucking clue, right? I mean, like straight up though, if they can pry Idris Elba away from his show on Apple, I mean, it's not like he's never worked for Marvel before. I know people be like, but he was Heimdall. Heimdall's fucking dead. Ezekiel Blondetto, welcome. Kelsey Grammer Beast in Deadpool 3. It's possible. Ooh, I have a present. David thinks his goose is cooked. He'll disappear for years, try and make a comeback. Yeah, he could. Very well could try and make a comeback when probably about the time someone else is really fucking up. Ezekiel says Marvel should just move on with King and go with Doctor Doom. Fuck yeah, bro. I mean, they should have gone with fucking Doom in the first place, honestly. Like, I will be the first one to tell you, I've never read the actual run, but I've done enough research. Excuse me. I've done enough research on Secret Wars to know that that was God Emperor Doom running that shit. So, I mean, it should have been Doom from jump for me, in my opinion. And I know that's not an unpopular opinion, which is cool. But even if it was, I don't fucking care. But yeah, they should have started with Doom. Donna, I think you were right to sit back and let the process run. I mean, yeah, I, I mean, in my own little private thinks, I might, I might jump to conclusions and run scenarios in my head. But like, um, and when the rubber meets the road, I don't know anything more than what's out there on the interwebs, which really isn't shit when it comes down to it. So I'm just gonna let it ride. Sabersmith, I have no clue who can play King. Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I think Idris Elba could do it, but again, then you'd have people whining about him already having been Heimdall, blah blah blah. Um, oh, the who's the dude that was Hawkman and Black Adam? He could fucking do it. I liked him. He was a bright spot for me in Black Adam. Honestly, I liked that guy. Who the hell was that? Use my trusty phone until I can get a second monitor for this bitch. Let's see. Cast of Black Adam. Cast of Black Adam 2. There's no fucking Black Adam 2. Oh, yeah. Aldous Hodge. I think Aldous Hodge would be a badass king. Sweet. You sure there's not a reflection in my head? Because that's big, round, and hairless. Yeah, it was. You're laughing, bitch. Yeah, Aldous Hodge. I think he would make a badass king. Um, Saber. I love how Chunk just sits there and watches the cars go by instead of doing his business. You know about Chunk, right? Oh, it's a Saber's rescued pity. Yeah. Well, pity mix, I should say. Ezekiel. Ezekiel. They already make King look like a dummy in Quantumania, just my sense. I mean, yeah, a bit. I mean, this badass time traveling multiversal conqueror got beat by roided up ants. So, oh, yes, and a malformed, worst fucking Modoc I've ever seen who ran screaming at him, saying his real name and that he's not a dick. So, yeah, that was not good. Saw some comic strip of Doom ripping out Thanos' spine or something. Got it. Yes. Yeah. It was. That was one of the fun parts of that run. Is yeah, he literally grabbed Thanos by the back of the neck and gave him the Predator treatment. Yeah, it was pretty dope. Denzel as Kang. Fuck yeah, I'd be down with that. And despite the fact that he's not a spring chicken anymore, I don't think. Number one, I don't think that role would be that demanding on him, depending on how they do it. And number two, plenty of stunt doubles. But yeah, insofar as like just handling the character, yeah, Denzel would be badass. Speaking of which, speaking of Denzel, there is an Equalizer 3 coming. I don't know if I told you that, babe. Okay. But yeah, there is an Equalizer 3 coming, so I'm actually pretty stoked about that because the first two were fucking dope. Hey, Brooke, when I was in school, the American Revolution was never mentioned. You're mostly taught about Romans. Well, I mean, where the Romans did dominate a lot of Europe, and they spent quite a bit of time in UK. I mean, you got Hadrian's Wall for proof, so. Trin, what's going on? Eldest Hodge should be T'Challa. Yeah, yeah. Eldest Hodge's T'Challa would also be fucking dope. Speaking of, they can also go with Maestro Hulk. Yeah. Well, for me, I want them to fix Savage Hulk first before they even think about bringing in Maestro. Well, yeah, the last time we saw him, he was still all Professor Hulk at the end of Endgame and the beginning of She-Hulk. He's still Professor Hulk. But I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad character, but we need Savage Hulk back. I need. Oh yeah, but I want it to happen now. Give me my Savage Hulk back. I want my Savage Hulk back. Damn it! Gimme, gimme, gimme. But yeah, Maestro Hulk would be dope. I've done a teensy bit of research on him too. So Saber Smith, Predators, another movie I knew. Yeah, especially the first one. I mean, that is right up there in the cream of the '80s action movie crop. Donna, don't forget to hit the like button. Chillin' deserves it. You're the best, Donna. Thank you very much. And you're right, I do. So hit the fucking like button, please and thank you. Brooke, I'm really sad we won't see a Black Adam 2. I'd really like Black Adam 1. I mean, Black Adam was fun. What was that? Okay. Black Adam was fun. Like, if I can't think of anything else to watch and I just want to watch shit get knocked over and blown up and smashed and people get knocked over and blown up and smashed, that's a damn good movie for shit to get knocked over, blown up, and smashed. So, but insofar as wanting a sequel, I'm good. Mostly because Black Adam is a nemesis of, despite how The Rock wanted to run it, Black Adam is more a nemesis of Shazam. And I have zero interest in Shazam as a character. I have seen either of the movies. Unless I walk into someone's house and it's on, I will probably never will see those movies. I didn't have any interest in them in the first place. Um, I know in the comics that Shazam slash Billy Batson is pretty powered and he does do some badass shit. I am aware of this, but for me personally, um, an immature Superman with lightning power doesn't really do it. So, oh yeah, Maestro Hulk comes to Earth and runs the shit, bro. He does. Professor Hulk is okay, but he's just too soft at times. But yeah, well, yeah, he had to go disappear for most of the series and then come back with the surfer version of Scar. All right, Sabersmith, who would love what? I've lost track of what you were talking about. So please offer me some context. Ultimate Hulk from Ultimate Universe, funny whack job one issue. He rampages through New York trying to abuse General. Well, I mean, Bruce and uh, wow, brain fart. Donna, is it Donna Ross? I mean, they have a pretty long history, so I can understand why in Hulk form he would go chasing her, even though that's wrong. Sabersmith, I love The Rock, however, he can't act. He better not touch Star Wars. I wouldn't say he can't act. He actually does a pretty decent job acting in very limited circumstances. I would say he really shouldn't try characters with a whole lot of depth. Is what pretty much what I'll say. Like, because Black Adam wasn't even Black Adam. He wouldn't put on the pointed hair. He wouldn't put on the pointed or the widow's peak hair. He wouldn't do the accent. He basically did. He got his gear and got all huge and was like, "I am the Rock as Black Adam," instead of just being Black Adam. If you follow what I'm saying. But yeah, no, the only thing I want to see The Rock in Star Wars is, nameless pilot that dies or has building fall on him or hit in the chest with a blaster, head cut off with a lightsaber, some shit. Donna, I only love Superman, the only one I follow. So sad that Cavill got the shaft. I'm going to circle around. First, yes, I agree. And I'm going to circle back around to Superman in a bit because we got to talk about the casting as well. Thank you for bringing that up. One of these days, I'll remember to write shit down. So thank you for that one, Donna. Good save. Sabersmith, yes, your students would definitely love Predator. Um, I myself, have you seen the AVP movies? I think those are dope. They're outside the actual Alien itself timeline, like that franchise timeline. They're outside of. and they're pseudo connected to the actual Predator timeline, but it's kind of an Elseworld for both, but they're dope ass movies, I think. Not Star Wars or Marvel related, but Brooks says two films I'm most excited for this summer are Oppenheimer and Mission Impossible. Yeah, I think Oppenheimer looks really good. I'm not a go see a drama in the theater kind of guy. I can wait for a smaller screen for a movie like that. Although I do hear the special effects are fucking dope. So maybe. I mean, or nuclear weapon explosions can get pretty intense. And from I believe Nolan used practical effects anywhere he could, which is odd because they're way more expensive than CGI. But I appreciate it personally. I love the look of a practical effect. It's just more visceral. If you know what I'm saying. It's like the whole puppets versus CGI thing. Everyone's like, Yoda shouldn't have been a puppet. And what is it? Fucking the Phantom Menace. The fuck he shouldn't have. I was not happy when they CGI'd over him when they released it on Blu-ray and shit. Damn it. I grew up on Puppet Yoda. Now, obviously they had to CGI him in order to fight Count Dooku, which was dope. I was bouncing in my chair in the theater when he come waddling in, and I'm like, oh shit. Am I actually going to get to see Yoda in a lightsaber fight? Yes, I am. So that was pretty sweet. But yeah, I think Oppenheimer looks dope. I may or may not see that in the theater. Mission Impossible does look really good. I'm probably going to see that one in the theater because it's fucking Mission Impossible. Yeah, yeah, Predator is great. My thoughts on James Gunn's new DCEU. Um, well, he dropped the E first of all. To be pedantic for a second, I'm in wait and see mode right now. Honestly, I actually I like who he cast as Superman slash Clark and Lois Lane. I haven't seen either of them act, but from what I hear, they're both good, especially Rachel Brosnahan, who's going to be Lois Lane. I just think it's really funny that David Cornsweet, the guy they cast as Superman, looks like he could literally be Henry Cavill's kid. That's pretty fucking ironic to me. But I mean, he's got the height. He's obviously got the face. Um, they put him in a gym. He'll have the build in about 3 or 4 months. So I think it'll be all right. Um, One thing I can give James Gunn credit for is his casting. Like everyone was like shitting the bed when he cast Chris Pratt as Star Lord, and look how that turned out. So I have confidence that these two can do the job. Where I lack confidence is whether James Gunn can rein himself in enough to not give a Superman movie the fucking Suicide Squad treatment. I will lose my shit if he fucks around with Superman like that. And I will shit all over that movie as much as I can, as often as I can on every platform I have. All of them small, but I'll fucking do it because holy crap, you don't do that shit to my Superman, bro. Um, Dude, have you like look him up? Look up David Cornsweet. He literally looks like he could be Henry Cavill's kid. David, the first AVP film was okay until they start working together. You should have killed her ass. Then the film. Yeah, but that's Nia Long, bro. You don't want to kill Nia Long's ass. That's an ass you want to save repeatedly with your hands. Or if that wasn't Nia Long, whoever it is a very beautiful woman with a very fine ass. Attack of the Clones. Donna says Attack of the Clones is the most underrated Star Wars movie. Just speed past. Right? Yeah. Skip that cringy fucking romance. Yeah. I mean, we got some good memes out of that though. Like all the sand memes are epic. It's everywhere. So, but yeah, I'd say, you cut out the middle. Like, if you eliminated pretty much Act 2 out of Attack of the Clones, yeah, it'd be bomb and would not have caught anywhere near as much shit as it did. Uh, I'm hopeful for the new Superman. The only thing I'm worried about is Gunn is writing and directing it, so it's not like there's really anyone there to, I mean, if not say him nay, at least give him something to fucking think about, which I really think he needs that. He's good at writing, goofy, funny characters like Guardians. All three Guardians of the movies are, I mean, they're good all to varying degrees. I like all of them. Obviously, Guardians 2 was the weakest of the three, but um, I mean, they're all good films, and James Gunn wrote and directed all three of those. But Guardians of the Galaxy is not Superman. I mean, we are literally talking about the first comic book superhero. He's it. Like literally every power of every superhero, like since then, is some kind of derivation of his, if not an outright copy, just in a more limited set. So James needs to be very, 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 very careful to not, well, basically to not do his version of what Taika did to Thor: Love and Thunder to Superman. Brooke is trying to think of any other film he's excited for besides Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible 3. Maybe Equalizer 3 if it comes out this year. Yeah, I can't remember when it came out. I just remember seeing the poster for it when I went to watch The Flash. So Saber's actually more interested in the Thing movie. Will they stay true to the? I no cap. I don't know shit about the Thing other than the fact that the Thing is a thing. No, now my cat's gonna escort himself out. Um, yeah, I've never seen the creator. Santa Lathan is the actress in AVP. Okay, well, she's a very pretty lady who obviously does squats. Justice League War World is a film that looks cool. It's animated. Oh, I have actually been on the interwebs watching a bunch of the DC animations, the ones that will load up properly. And I am digging all of them. It's like Sony. Both DC and Sony have the same problem. They can both put out dope ass animation, but lately can do fuck all with live action. And Marvel's kind of got the reverse problem. Their animation tends to get shit on a lot, but well, prior to Phase 4, obviously they knew how to do the theater stuff. If you think about it, most of Phase 4, the mid part of it, it's Disney Plus, which has been murdering both Marvel and Lucasfilm, honestly. Outside of The Mandalorian, oh yeah, you got me on a tangent now. Here we fucking go, people. Um, yeah, outside of The Mandalorian, Lucasfilm hasn't put out a hit, and I know a lot of people love Andor, but according to the viewership numbers, which is all that counts, Andor was a bomb. So, yes, you're right. That's another one. Lucasfilm. They can Star Wars animation is dope. Obviously, Clone Wars, Rebels, Tales of the Jedi, but yeah, it's none of these studios can seem to like give us quality in both areas. It's fucking annoying, is what it is. Which DC animated films did I start watching recently? Well, Batman and Samurai Japan. Yeah, that is I can't remember the name of that one, but I've been watching. I watched. Well, there's the Justice League DC, what they call the DCAU, which is based off the New 52. Superman's flying around with like a Nehru collar and shit. Um, And then I watched some of the Justice League stuff they put out before that. Um, and there's some other Justice League animated movies that go with an animated series, and I know this because the words Justice League are all the same riveted steel look. So, um, but I haven't been able to watch those. It's funny, the movies are just out there where I can get at them, sorta. But I just saw on Netflix that the animated show those movies uh, are based off of is on Netflix. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Justice League animation, and it's been pretty fucking sweet. Visions Volume 2 is first time I looked. Oh, yeah. You know what? I still haven't even watched all of those yet. I only watched the ones that we watched when we did the watch party with Josh over at the Den of Nerds. I actually haven't thought about that in a while. I need to get in there and watch all of those episodes. Maybe actually. Oh, um, quick little show note while it's right here where I need it. Um, as I mentioned earlier, I'm in the middle of moving, so I probably won't be dropping an actual, just regular pre-recorded video for a couple more weeks. Um, I mean, I do have older videos you can go back and watch. You can even go all the way back to my super old shit when it was literally just me and this guy, and my thumbnails was me just taking a picture of an expression that I was hoping was representing the video. Like I just like I didn't even care. I'm just like I want to put shit out, so I did. I mean, I've got like 150 some videos out there for you all to enjoy in the meantime. But yeah, just so you know, I won't be dropping, like I said, any kind of pre-recorded stuff for at least a couple more weeks. Love the Saturday morning Super Friends animation. Yes, frickin' Justice League versus the Legion of Doom. That was dope. Oh, you're bringing it back up, are you? Okay. This is my stance on Andor. It was great looking, well acted, well shot, well produced, well written television. It was crap ass Star Wars. Like you could literally have pulled the Star Wars label off it and slapped any other sci-fi label on it, and it wouldn't have made one bit of difference. No one who didn't know anything could have told the difference. At least that's the way I feel about it. Like there was, you couldn't differentiate it from any other sci-fi anything. And like if it was what I consider to have the true Star Wars feel, I would have felt that differentiation, and I did not. So for me and a fair chunk of others, that's kind of where it's at. Like it was good to watch. It was good TV. It was just ass Star Wars. Um, oh, cool. I appreciate that. Um, and again, judging by the viewing numbers, many people felt that way. I mean, the numbers did tick up as the season went on. I won't deny that, but like comparatively to where it should have been, and where even Kenobi and that steaming pile of poop was, it it underperformed. EBN is done. You have my. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were cucking me, Donna. What the fuck? Brooke put up with Andor because of the Star Wars in the name, but yeah, good show, but not. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you just. That's one of the biggest problems with Lucasfilm is they feel like they can put anything out, and just because the name Star Wars is on it, it will be slurped up by all us hungry Star Wars fans, and that we won't care. That is poop soup. And they are wrong. They are very, very, very wrong. At least about most of us. There are those who are what some people will call toxic positive, that I'm going to choose to call hella positive or uber positive, that are literally like that. You slap Star Wars around a turd and they will go at it with a spork. So they're out there. And of course, there's the extreme opposite end where if you slap Star Wars on it, they're automatically going to shit on it because it's Disney Star Wars. Some Bad Batch episodes beat out Mando. Yeah, when they were running, when Bad Batch season 2 and Mando and season 3 were running concurrently, yeah, that happened at least 3 times I can think of. Where I came on the Saturday following both episodes, and I'm like, yeah, Bad Batch was fucking better than Mando this week. Dude, a dope Batman action figure would be sick. I've been back and forth in my life and whether or not I wanted to collect figures, but now that I have cats, I kind of don't. At least until I have like hard to access shelving or a case. But figures are fucking expensive if you want the good ones anyway. So Bad Batch is interesting. Some really good episodes and some mediocre episodes. Yeah, that's true. There were definitely some obvious filler episodes. That one with overweight Mace, for example. You don't like Omega, Donna? You don't like Omega? Yeah, Brooke, I agree. There are those who are definitely hanging on to the theory that Tech's fate might not be so certain. Or I'm sorry, Tech's fate might not be so certain. But yeah, it was still sad to watch. I agree. All right, so hashtag Tech lives, right? Yeah. All right, so we've yapped about the majors. We've gone round and round about DC and Superman a couple times. But what else was there? I feel like there was one more thing before Deadpool. Oh yes, there is. Yeah, mostly yes, indie news. Mostly just about the Bucks because the number I saw earlier was not good. Mudge, quit fucking with the haunted door, please. Jesus, Bad Batch is better than anything this past 2 years. Pretty much. Might be a dick for this. I felt nothing when Tech died. Nah, man, you're not a dick for that. Um, if the character didn't really speak to you on that level, that's just the way it goes. Not all the characters will. Um, I mean, me being like an ultra geek as well as a nerd, I kind of identified with Tech a little bit, but you know, on the other hand, but yeah. Oh no shit! You got your Funko Pop in the mail the night of the finale. That's some fucked up timing. Indiana Jones box office. Oops, Indiana Jones 5 box office. I don't care about their total box office. Here we go. Okay. Indiana Jones got 24 mil yesterday. Come on, how about with today? 7.2 mil Thursday, plus 24 yesterday. It's just cracking 31 going into today, and they're projecting maybe 60. So I believe the Flash's opening weekend cracked 70. So yeah, Indy 5 is tracking to do worse than the Flash right now. Bad Batch was second to Tails. Yes. Yes. That is facts. Even with Baby Ahsoka. I think ILM is paying for KK's fuckery. KK's fuckery they're taking in the Bucks. What's going on with ILM? Yeah, that's it. $60 million opening weekend for a film with a $300 million budget. Not great. I think maybe people are a bit tired with Lucasfilm. Yeah. When you went to the theater today, it was pretty empty. Yeah. I mean, it's 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 a sad ass situation. That is for fucking sure. I mean, on the other hand, there is the hope that if it bombs, she gone. And it's looking like it's bombing. So listening, but it's chunk bath time and he's hiding. Yeah, the puppy. Not all the puppies like the baths, but yeah. So yeah, it's tracking to only open at about 60 million this weekend. Oh, I see what you're saying. ILM is bringing in all the money for Lucasfilm. Yeah, well, I mean, when you're, if not the leading, still at least one of the leading VFX companies on the planet, and have been for 45 years or so, roundabout, give or take. Yeah, you're probably gonna be doing okie dokie. But yeah, it's ooh, that is a good question. Was that critic score or audience score? Rotten Tomatoes. Indiana Jones 5. Shoot. Okay, yeah. It has had a 68% critic score and an 89% audience score. 303 critic reviews, 1,000 plus audience reviews. So, I mean, 89 isn't bad for an audience score. I mean, here's how I look at it. I mean, the 89% is all right, but Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones is like a tent pole IP for Lucasfilm. Like, it's iconic. And it wasn't just movies. Like back in the day, like after Raiders and Tomb, like there were comic books, there were video games. Obviously, there were action figures. Like it was a franchise, and it was a profitable franchise. So, just in terms of legacy, 89% audience score is just high. It's considering what Indiana Jones should be. That bit should be around. It should be like 95 or so. Is what it should be. Lego Indiana Jones for the DS. Right. See? I mean, and since I'm old, it's a franchise I fucking grew up on, bro. I mean, this is Lucasfilm's Lucasfilm's MO. They're taking the franchises that people around my age literally grew up on and fell in love with for a variety of reasons, and they're running them into the fucking ground. They're showing them no respect. And they're literally like that spoiled little kid, like it's my toy now, I'm gonna do whatever I want with it. And they're like that little fuck on the first Toy Story who just ends up breaking all his shit. Kathleen's breaking all her shit. Yeah. So Indiana Jones and the Staff of King, you heard, is a good game. Kathleen took all her favorite toys and is breaking them. Yeah, pretty much. She got in that toy box and she's in that toy box like a fucking grape stomper trying to make wine. Just and it sucks. Like I want to love my fucking nerdy franchises. Damn it. Well, I mean, I still do. I want to love what they're putting out now. Like I'm tired of having to go back onto fucking Disney Plus to watch when my shit was good. Meanwhile, Keanu and Tom are taking up all the thunder for sure. Fuck yeah, John Wick 4, Mission Impossible, whatever the hell the title is, Part 1. And that one's like almost 3 hours, I hear. Part 1. Dead Reckoning, is that what it is? Dead Reckoning? I think it's Dead Reckoning. But yeah, it's still Part 1. Travis Mitchell, welcome in. Oh, by the way, all the new names I've been seeing in here, did y'all subscribe and hit like and turn on the notifications and all that good shit? Please do. And also, if you're watching this on the replay and you made it this far, please do. Travis Mitchell says, as we saw at Top Gun Maverick, I think people are exhausted with the oversaturated IP and want casual accessibility. Indiana Jones is one of those few franchises I think it will pick up steam. Could. At this point, the only thing that's going to save it is some strong ass word of mouth. Elemental's actually got a bit of that. Their opening weekend was shit, but then the what do you call it? The second week drop off percent was super low. So, um, it's possible that some really good word of mouth will. It won't save it. Like this weekend, it's already fucked. Like this is going to lose Lucasfilm money, just like the Flash lost DC and Warner Brothers money. It's already a loser. I mean, you're talking a $250 million production budget plus marketing. So, I mean, you're talking a movie with a total budget of like 350 to 400 million. Let's go low. Just say it was only 300 million production and marketing total. In order to break even, the general rule is you have to gross 1.5 times your total cost, or 2 times. So, yeah, this movie needs to make like 600 milli, 550, 500, 550, 600 million just to break even. Indiana Jones 5. I'll be right back. Yeah. Or they're making a new indie game for PS and PS5 and Xbox. Hope it's going to be good. Yeah, I mean, that would, from the way things are looking, that has the potential to be better indie quality than the actual cinematic experience. Other than Across the Spider-Verse, been a while since I watched an animated film in the cinema. Well, it's been a while since they've put out a good one. So, I don't blame you. Deadpool needs to be a banger. It's got a best out Wick and Mission Impossible. Yeah, it definitely does need to be a banger, and I'm glad you brought Deadpool up. Seeing as how he's all up in my thumbnail, I figure we should probably talk about some of the news that's come out about that movie and how awesome it would be. Embarrassingly, I saw Temple of Doom for the first time 2 days ago. Well, better late than never. Cost times two, theaters need. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're looking at it. Thank you, Donna. You're looking at about 600 million just to break even. And with this opening weekend, they'll be lucky if it hits 300, maybe 400 million by the time it's out of theaters. Because if it doesn't like sprout legs immediately, it's going to be in the theaters maybe a month, and it's going to be done. They'll have 4 weeks to try and make $600 million minimum. That ain't happening, bruh. Yes, Brooke mentioned Across the Spider-Verse, Jay. That is a magnet, like just like as a film. Forget the fact that it's fucking animated. Just as a film, Across the Spider-Verse is a really damn good movie. And then add in the fact that it's animated and shit. But we need to talk live action stuff. We need to talk Deadpool 3, people. How many of you are somewhat up on all the fun little news that's been dropping about what could be happening in that film? Travis, I'll never forget the hype when Crystal Skull came out. Kellogg's cereal put light up spoons in the boxes, and every kid in my school was fighting to get every color. I don't really remember that, but that wouldn't surprise me either. Um, when the hell did Crystal Skull come out, even anyway? How long has it been? 2008. Okay, yeah, I was most definitely an adult when that movie came out. That's 32 and shit. I'm excited to see Wanda appear in Deadpool 3 potentially. Yes. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, Brooke. It's like it's like the same thing with a lot of sequel fans. If that was the first Star Wars they ever encountered, and then they went backwards. But I'm not getting in on that one. Damn it! Haven't been the new Deadpool stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go into some of it mostly off the top of my head because I didn't write shit down because I never do because I'm stupid. But from what I can remember and understand and recall and all that good shizzle, it's going to be a little nuts. Um, so we all remember Ryan Reynolds. How would I enter X-Men into the MCU? Ooh, well, that intro is actually going to start in Deadpool 3. Um, hold on, Travis. It was a bizarre feeling as for people around for the originals. They were excited to see Han Solo star another franchise. But for myself and other kids, we were seeing Sam Witwicky, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Really excited for Deadpool 3. Some of the best parts of 2 are going back to footage. Yes, that is well. What you just described there, Travis, is actually what they call in the business the inciting incident. So in those end credit scenes where he's bopping around using Cable's time travel machine and shooting the shitty Deadpool in the head and shooting himself as Ryan Reynolds in the head before he signs on to be Green Lantern, and all that other fun little hoo-ha he got up to. That pisses off the TVA. So they send this dude named Paradox after him, or actually they go get him, and they're about to disappear him when this TVA agent named Paradox steps in and is like, I could really use his help with something. So he takes Deadpool and hops off in, I believe, they're going to end up in X3. And at that point, they're going to find out that instead of the X-Men winning at the end of X3, Magneto won. And this is because Wanda went back and changed history to where Magneto won. And basically, that universe is now, the Fox universe is now House of M, where most of the population is mutants. Us normal people are in the minority, and, basically servants, slaves, what have you. We are at the mercy and the heel of the mutants. Um, And of course, in this universe, there is a resistance. Happens to be one Logan, aka Wolverine, I can't remember if he's a leader, but he's a member of this resistance. So Deadpool and Paradox team up with him. Chaos ensues. They end up start bouncing around the universes. They end up somehow in the 616, and Logan's gonna start running around and collecting X-Men. There's a whole bunch of shit in the middle I missed, but basically, um, it's going to boil down to some universe hopping. From what I understand, a shit ton of violence. Probably a lot of people that we like dying in a different universe. Or those. Let me rephrase that. Characters we like, but those same characters, versions of the other universe, they going to be dead. A lot of them probably. So not our 616 ones, but outsiders. But yeah, it's looking like 838 is going to end up being House of M. And at the end of everything, like Deadpool, Paradox, Wolverine, and a few other mutants, I think members of the Resistance, some of which also include Negasonic Teenage Warhead, her girlfriend, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, Colossus, a couple other people. But yeah, so we're basically, it boils down to we're going to get a lot of universe hopping. It's been said that 30% of Deadpool 3 is actually going to take place in other movies. Um, like they're supposed to hit X3, they're supposed to hit Logan. It's going to be knuck and futs. There's going to be multiple Wolverines. It's going to be crazy, and it sounds awesomely fantastic. So hyped to see Magneto on the big screen again. Potentially, he's like my favorite X-Men character besides Wolverine. Yeah, I'm a big Magneto fan, and it's going to be Ian McKellen's Magneto from the first Fox run of X-Men movies. It's going to be Gandalf, motherfuckers. I mean, if they get Fassbender in there somehow too, that'd be dope. But I don't see that happening literally till Secret Wars. But it's possible, and he made a kick-ass Magneto too. So, but yeah, right now it's looking like the OG Ian McKellen is going to be doing the Magneto thing. I still like that one scene in Magneto from First Class when he hunts down the. Oh yes, where does he find him in Brazil or somewhere in South America? Yeah, but yes, that was a very dope scene. I enjoyed watching that a lot. I'd love if Liev Schreiber were brought back. One underrated aspect of X-Men Origins is the casting choices all around, including Blob. Yeah, while they did not make him look very comic-y, I very much enjoyed Liev Schreiber's how he did Sabretooth. So yeah, I would definitely like to see Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth back. Maybe with at least a hint of yellow hair, though. A little more comic booky, but yeah, he was badass. I mean, I love Liev Schreiber just as an actor, period. So, Brazil or Argentina. Heard that after World War II, many Nazis fled Argentina. But yes, But yeah, Magneto at his most intimidating. Yeah, I mean, pretty damn close. I mean, when he was shoving that quarter through Kevin Bacon's head, that was fairly intimidating too. What the fuck is that guy's name? Leader of the Hellfire Club. Someone help me out there, chat, please. Nathaniel, something. Ah! Actually, love the opening scene of Origins where it showed Sabretooth. Oh yeah, their travel through time and the many conflicts of man. Yeah, that was a pretty dope opening scene. Ezekiel Brondetto. Oh, you are Argentinian. That's funny. Sebastian Shaw. Thank you, Brooke. Yeah, Sebastian Shaw, leader of the Hellfire Club. And then Magneto shoved that same quarter of his through his dome, which was dope. Yeah, wrong franchise. That's okay. Yeah, so um, let's for the moment say that all that fun shit is true. All right? Let's just go with that for a moment. I want you all to cogitate on whether or not that would be enough to, if not save the MCU, at least be strong enough to signal a turnaround and actually have people looking forward to the next Marvel feature with a genuine level of hype and excitement. Think on that, because I got to tinkle. I'll be back. All right. Thank you for your patience. What do we got here? All right. Ezekiel says a lot of the Deadpool 3 stuff is true. Still don't think that can save the MCU, but balance it back a little. Okay, that's totally fair. Travis, a bold move that won't happen, but if they bring back the 2015 Fantastic Forecast like planned in Deadpool 2, I think it could possibly be awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, yeah, they could totally bring those guys back definitely as not being from the 616, the main timeline. They could totally be variants, and I think that'd be cool. Um, It'd be kind of funny to see Chris Evans as the Torch instead of Captain America, though. So that'd be a bit wild, but it'd be sweet. Depends on when it is released and what other movies come out at the same time. Well, right now, and I say that because there's starting to be rumblings that there's going to be yet another slate adjustment coming. At this point, it is due to be out next May, like May 4th or 6th or somewhere, early May. So, um, Yeah, I don't know what else is coming out around about then, but I mean that it's going to be the lead-off Marvel movie of 2024. So I think maybe connecting Wanda with the Deadpool 3 movie could reignite interest in Marvel if done right. It could be start of a path of recovery for Marvel. Oh, thank you for bringing Wanda up again. That reminds me, another part of that is when they travel back to X3, they're going to get a hold of that shit, that depowered Magneto in that, and that's what they're going to use to depower Wanda and fix that universe somehow. And Michael B. Jordan is Johnny instead of Killmonger. Right? That's right, because yeah, now he's technically played two Marvel characters too. Some bitch. Brooke says one movie can't save the MCU franchise alone, but sometimes turnaround processes take a long time. Yeah, I agree. Saberthmith says, we'll see. All right, so for me, yeah, I don't think it can save the franchise. I do think it would be. I do think it would be if assuming it's like a time to check out, get a couple hours. Have good. All right, man. Thanks for staying up again. I appreciate it every time you do. Thanks for coming in. Get some rest, homie. Um, oh yes, we will have an awesome time celebrating that we kicked your ass. But if it's big enough and if it slaps hard enough, I think it will. I think it will. I think it will start the hype train, the overall Marvel hype train going again. Not at a big speed, mind you. It'll just be chugging. But I think it'll be moving again instead of just sitting there with no steam or anything going as it is now. Travis says, imagine a scene where Deadpool shows up during the Morbius post-credit scene and just tells him to stop, that is not going anywhere, and to just go home. Then we see the cast/crew just leave. That is a good one. I like that. 838 is Illuminati Earth from Doctor Strange 2. I guess with the death of Xavier, Magneto manipulates the X-Men team to take over Earth 838, thus leading Deadpool and Wolverine for this mission. Oh yeah, well part of that is remember the end of Multiverse of Madness when Wanda drops Wonder Gore on herself? Allegedly, her essence is going to hop universes and go right back into 838 Wanda. And she's the one that's going to pull the House of M shit. Also excited just to see some classic Deadpool action in the opening scene. Yes. Deadpool 1, yes. Magnificent. And baby. A kitty. We need a Star Wars movie like yesterday. We need a good Star Wars movie. I have zero excitement for the Rey movie. Literally all my Star Wars cinematic excitement is for Dave's movie. With it, well, no, not all of it. There is a smidge for the Dawn of the Jedi Mangold movie, but that's really only for the concept. Deadpool tells Jared Leto that in this part of the script, Morbius's powers were off. Wore off. Wore off? Come on, contacts. Wore off. So he has to use his walker to leave. Don also wants more Star Wars. Yes. While Michael Keaton is left hanging on a wire asking to be brought down. Well, see, you just jumped into DC, so that's out. So is Earth 838 the same as X-Men Last Stand? Kinda. No. What I think they're going to do is just use since they're going into X3, that means they have to use Ian McKellen for a variant for Z838. They're just going to use Ian McKellen as since he was in the 1 second, please. Okay, let's try this one more time. Keaton is also Vulture. Fuck, I forgot. Yes, thank you. But that was a Morbius post-credit scene, and I try to keep that shit out of my brain. Yes, I know he was also in Homecoming. I just didn't think about that. My bad. But thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. But what the hell was I saying? Oh, yes. We're just going with Ian McKellen because as the 838 Magneto, but being a variant of the Fox Magneto. But no, the part of the story is that she wins that better. Maybe. I'm not sure. This is where this is where multiversal stuff gets a little convoluted and why some people get turned off by it. It just makes me want to figure it out. But I will say this. I don't know if 838 was intended to be that or vice versa, but it's kind of how it's going to end up, it looks like. So. Oh, wow. Actually, I have to scroll up because I missed one. What the fuck? I love it. You guys are participating so much. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I remember seeing the tweets about potential R-rated Boba Fett. Oh, yeah. Mangold. Don't even get me started on that shit. Donna has a little excitement for Ahsoka. Yes, Keaton's also Vulture. Yes, I'm a moron and I forgot. Brooks trying his best to temper his expectations for Ahsoka. Just hope it's as good as Mando Season 2. I hope it's better than Mando Season 2. I hope it's the best Disney Plus Star Wars stuff we've gotten. Like by a long shot. Eaton for Keaton, yeah. Donna, oh, you don't watch Marvel, Total Superman, but you're enjoying the chat on Marvel. Yeah, well, I would talk more about DC, but they haven't done shit. So I can't. Yeah, I love Ian too. I mean, I would love to speak in glowing terms about all the awesome DC stuff that's getting put out. That ain't happening right now. Oh, he's here. You're coming in with a one-word greeting, bro? What the fuck? You feeling all right? You under the weather? With it, rumor of Idris Elba being in the Ray film, it'd be interesting if he's taking. Yeah, that's that. He's no. That would be cool, but that's Idris is not going to be in that. That's been shot down. Unfortunately, I would look. I can talk. I can say DC animation is good. I can't say shit about the live action. At least not right now. I mean, I love fucking Man of Steel, and I didn't dislike BVA or whatever the fuck it is, BVS as much as some people did. I thought the Justice League was okay. The Snyder cut, the Snyder Justice League was so much better. We had success. Chunk is a clean house episode. Dope. Good news. And I'm also glad your electronics did not get soaked in the process. But yeah, overall, I mean, neither Suicide Squad was like really good, and the second one was just for me right now. The Suicide Squad, the second one that they made, is DC's equivalent of Love and Thunder to me. Those were both what the fuck experiences, and I don't ever want to watch either of them again. BVS Ultimate Edition, for my money, is the best Batman movie. Okay. I'm going to disagree. Um, the Christian Bale and Heath Ledger, Christopher Nolan directed The Dark Knight. For me, is the best Batman movie ever. But I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna have to disagree with you because you're wrong. But yeah, no, I mean that's cool. But yeah, no, for me, it is most definitely The Dark Knight. Ezekiel, because my guess is the old Fox X-Men are pre-Thanos and Avengers in 838. Who knows? We're gonna have to wait and find out. Yeah, they're definitely pre-Thanos. That is for sure. Oh, here we go. The man, the myth, the legend, stupid stuff with unprofessionals. How to chow, whopper, 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 junior, double, triple. Oops, it just shit. It's scrolled. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna start again. The man, the myth, the legend, stupid stuff with unprofessionals. Powder chow, whopper, 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 junior, double, triple, whopper, flame grill taste with perfect hopper. I rule this day there. Okay, I expect that from you. Damn it, that's better. Snyder Cut was better. Totally agree. Thank you, Donna. Brooke, BVS is my favorite of the DC EU films, arguably speaking. I mean, you know what? To each their own. Like you said, there's an ultimate version of BVS, which I have not seen. I would like to. I'm going to have to try and find that shit. Man of Steel, BVS, Wonder Woman, and Suicide Squad were DC's best. Best. Everything after that is mediocre or crap. Oh, yeah, the first Wonder Woman movie was really good. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, the first Wonder Woman solo flick was really good. Wonder Woman 84 was not. And the first Suicide Squad was good. It was decent. I also think Batman and Robin is marginally better than Batman Forever. Okay. Brooke, I should watch some more of Nolan's films if I want to watch some deep stuff. Nolan's films are always good to watch during a long. Yes, very much so. Christopher Reeves, best Superman ever, period. Yes, that is for cheesy, Donna. But Cavill is definitely 1A for me. Travis, when Robert Pattinson holds up the torch and guides the Gotham citizens through the flood, it risked becoming my favorite Batman movie. Fucking kids. Saber Smith, are you agreeing? I don't know. I don't. What has happened to my chat? I don't know you anymore. I'm just playing. I love you guys. Brooke, I remember when starting my sophomore year at college, there was an outdoor movie event, and that movie was the first Wonder Woman film. Dope. So it was like a drive-in without the cars, like an amphitheater or some shit, right? Professionals will be right back. Donna agreed. Cavill 1A. Yeah. I mean, I can understand. Excuse me. I can understand why. Oh yeah, no. I mean, it was a good scene, but it's just for me, no one can touch the Nolan Batman, especially not the Dark Knight. And for me, that's even more about Heath Ledger than it is anything else. Because sorry, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, best Joker ever, and anyone else who has either been on screen as him or voiced him in an animated feature, Heath Ledger dominates all. Fucking deal with it. Basically, an amphitheater. Nice. Ezekiel was following DC Cinematic Universe before it even started. You were a sophomore in high school, like the idea of darker tone, but Warner failed as DC fans. Yes, they have. Travis says a part of why DC failed is despite the mixed reactions to BVS and Suicide Squad, fans enjoy them, and those films set up things that were never paid off, so people lost interest. Yeah, that is definitely a fair assessment for sure. Saber Smith Heath was fantastic. Fuck yeah, he was. Like honestly, I shit you not. If I did not know that was Heath Ledger, like going in, I would. If someone would have been like, "Who's playing that guy? Who's playing the Joker?" I'd have been like, "I don't fucking know." I would not have recognized him as Heath Ledger at all. That's how much he owned that fucking character. Like Heath Ledger disappeared. There was only the Joker. I mean, even in Nicholson's Joker, there was some Nicholson. Speaking of Henry Cavill, Brooke is hyped for the Warhammer show. Only watched like 4 videos of that 124 video long Warhammer playlist. Yeah, and just wait till Josh's fucking channel starts. You'll have even more to watch. What was whose last movie? Oh, Ledger. Technically no. He had filmed part of fuck. What's the name of it? He had filmed part of another kind of trippy pseudo multiversity movie, and he passed in the middle of filming that, and they had yes, thank you, the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and they ended up having like 2 or 3 other actors uh, finish filming as his character, and they just blamed it on some kind of magic-y multiversal thing as to why like he ended up looking like 3 other people. But yeah, thank you, Travis. But yeah, he only made it through part of the filming of that, so they brought in some other famous actors to finish it off, and that did whatever twist they had to do to justify it. From what I remember, I don't think I ever watched it, but from what I remember, it still turned out pretty all right. People really like that movie. So, um, but yeah, yeah, no, it looked like one of those sweet trippy films. Weirdly, that film is one of 2 films where Colin Farrell transforms into Johnny Depp on screen. The second being fantastic. But yeah, any thoughts on Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon? That trailer looks cool. I actually haven't watched the whole trailer yet. I need to, but I mean, I've been excited for it because A, I like Zack Snyder, and B, this was originally pitched to KK over at Lucasfilm as a Star Wars movie, and of course that dumb twat said no, so he just reworked it into his own thing. And just the fact that it started off conceptually in his brain from what he said for like a couple decades or so, or give or take, like 10, 15, 20 years, had been rattling around in his head as a Star Wars movie. Shit, it's gonna be fucking dope. I can't wait for that shit. And as soon as I'm off of here, I'm gonna watch that fucking trailer too. Rick says basically as version of Star Wars. I can't believe KK. Yeah, I know, right? It's like how do you turn fucking Zack Snyder Star Wars down? But then again, like you said, it's fucking Kathleen Kennedy. How do you do a lot? How do you do a lot? All the stupid shit she's done so far. Like, how do you tear down you're basically the 2 tentpole franchises of Lucasfilm? Star Wars and Indiana Jones. I'm so glad Harrison Ford is across the lot at Marvel now, because fuck. I feel for that guy, man. Anybody down for Will Ferrell as a Deadpool variant, or even Chris Tucker from Rush Hour? Will Ferrell for me is very hit and miss. There's like when he's on for me, he's hilarious, but when he's off for me, I literally can't stand the sight of him, much less hear him. So it's an interesting concept, and it could work really well, or it could like suck ass. Chris Tucker, no, not nah, I'm good. Donna says KK is a waste of space. You are absolutely correct. Travis, it's fascinating that Rebel Moon was planned to be Star Wars and will likely not do anything to contradict that idea. If it's great, we'll have a great Star Wars movie that went straight to Netflix. Yeah, I mean, he's from the looks of it, he's only really changing just enough to not get sued. And another cool part is it's supposed to be taking quite heavily from the Seven Samurai, which is dope because George also had a lot of samurai influences in his stuff. and that is also how what's his fucking name? Filoni is has the Ahsoka show set up. She's supposed to. He's kind of got it set up like Ahsoka's like a wandering Ronin, and just doing her shit. Brooke, watched some of Zack Snyder's films recently. 300 Spartans and its sequel. Oh yeah, I fucking love 300. Also, Sucker Punch, good film about some girl who gets transported to a fantasy world while at a mental hospital. Yeah, oh yeah, I've heard about that. I haven't actually seen that. You'd rather Bobcat Goldthwait as a Deadpool villain? What the fuck? I'm Deadpool. Yeah, no, no, no. Brooke is equally hyped for Rebel Moon and Warhammer. Hope for Warhammer can bring in new fans while also not being too basic for the hardcore fans. Lower 40K is just super fascinating. Yeah, that's going to be a fun balance because evidently there is an absolutely insane amount of lore for the Warhammer. Saber Smith says John Wick 4 has all John Wick has 4 almost $1 billion movies, and Star Wars, MCU, and DC can't even keep a director. Yeah, not a bad Bobcat impression. Actually, it was really shitty, but thank you. Yeah, the MCU definitely isn't going to have any $1 billion movies this year. Marvel's ain't going to hit a billy. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Just think, there's still 2 DC films left this year. We get the supposed soft pseudo first character in the new DCU, the Blue Beetle, in August. That one might break even. It might even make a little. It's not one I'm like, I'm. If I wasn't. I'm probably going to go see it, but let's just say I'm not like, woo, Blue Beetle. We'll just go with that. Just have to put on a Godzilla costume while I make those noises. Okay. Donna, I have an early morning, need to go, but enjoy my time with you all. Good night. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Have a good night. Get some rest. Safe travels. If Amazon does the Warhammer show right, it could be a huge profit generator for Amazon Studios. Maybe not as big as Star Wars, but yeah. Not to mention Amazon is going to be putting out some Stargate content within the next year or so as well. So that's what I'm jonesing and juiced for. It's disheartening. Are you talking about Lucasfilm? Yes. Blue Beetle looks all right. A fun action. Yeah, and it looks like just a fun little film. Marvel trailer looks all right. I mean, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go see both of them. Because it's fucking DC and Marvel. So, and I won't say. I can't say I have more hope for the Marvels, but I have less dread for the Marvels because it was delayed and supposedly like they actually did keep the incursion scene at the end, and there's a couple cool things that might be coming. So we'll see. Like I said, I have slightly less dread for it than I did like a couple 3 months ago. So I mean, I hope it's at least. I hope it's good. I know there's no way it's going to be great. I hope it's good. I hope it's not like super divisive because they do stupid shit or anything like that. Blue Beetle is unique as it is a slightly lower budget than the rest. Seems standalone as a recognizable star from Cobra Kai. That's true. That's right. That is he is one of the main people from Cobra Kai. Yes, I haven't watched Cobra Kai. Sue me. But yeah, so yeah, he'll have a draw at least from the Cobra Kai audience. Plus it's a Latino cast, so it could hopefully get a boost from Latino moviegoers as well. So I mean, there's potential for it to be potentially DC's only moneymaker this year. Because again, Aquaman 2 ain't gonna make no fucking money. Flash isn't making money. Shazam 2 didn't make any money. I think Marvels could do a good job with the comedic elements. I did kind of enjoy the Miss Marvel show. Yeah. I mean, Iman Vellani is great. I love her. She's just so adorable. It just depends. Really, it depends on what they do with the story, and you know, how much they decide to do with the character interaction and stuff. I'm starting to get tired. I can't even think of words any fucking more. Cobra Kai season 6 is coming out in a few months, early 2024. Yeah, that is going to be the series finale season. I try to be on the lookout for decent films in the cinema using Fandango. I hear Fandango's pretty cool. Saber Smith. I put my faith in Filoni. I know he can tell good stories. Yes, Rebels has always been my go-to when I needed a big Star Wars hug. I mean, yeah, I do agree with that. Ezekiel Blunt did a hopeful with Blue Beetle, right? May I ask, is the fact that it's a that Latin-led cast, is that add to the draw for you, or? I mean, I'm a straight white male, so like my shit don't count for much these days. Mostly because of other assholes who look like me saying and doing stupid shit, but yeah, legit. I want to know, does that add something for you at all? I mean, on the interweb, some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. I'm just curious where you stand. Travis says Endgame ended setting up Captain Marvel's regret at her loss against Thanos, which could add needed vulnerability. True. People looking to the new Golden Red Flying Avenger, putting her under his shadow. I mean, yeah, they could definitely write it that way. From what I understand in the comic books, she's not really big on the vulnerability thing. She's pretty egotistical and kind of a Karen, but obviously they don't have to stick with that. They haven't, Feige's been definitely adapting the comics. He's not just ripping them off the page and throwing them in live action. He's adapting them, so they could definitely make that adjustment to her character. And if they do go that route and Brie acts it well, that could not only just do do well for the character of Captain Marvel, it could do well for the way people view Brie Larson herself. And there's a lot of people that don't like her. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Love you, man. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if they soften her up any or keep her as Carol the Karen Danvers. He's going to be see. I'd love to see Spider-Man and Captain Marvel bond over their relationship with Tony at some point. Peter having the youth she wishes she had. That could be really cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that her relationship with Tony was anywhere close to what Peter had, at least in the MCU. But I mean, yeah, they can humanize her some. That'd be a good thing. No, not at all. I'm Latino, but I'm just a comic book fan and passionate about DC, and I've been waiting for Warner to give these characters justice. Dope. That's cool. I seen Secret Invasion yet? Yes. I have watched both episodes. I have enjoyed both episodes. I think they need to like pick up the pace a bit in episode 3 next week, but just a little bit. I mean, I don't think they're wasting too much time in getting us introduced and letting us know the basics of what's going on. They've done pretty okay with that mostly. But yeah, I think it's time to pick it up a little bit, start getting into the nitty gritty. Travis relationship, they both share the same guilt over it. Right. Okay. I see where you're going now. He was Peter's mentor and Carol wasn't strong enough to defeat Thanos. Okay. I got you now. No, that's good. That's a good call. No, that's a really good call. I like that thought. Of course, with the track record they've been having lately, most we out here have been having more good thoughts than they in there. So, but I do like that. I like that. Do you find it funny that Far From Home ended with Talos asking for Fury to come back and Fury looking for his shoes? It just took him 4 years to find said shoes. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, he's up there playing around with Saber, which kind of has me confused as to what takes place first, Secret Invasion or the Marvels. Because, he's in the preview for the Marvels. So, and that's another wonky thing I got to figure out when I remember to. But, yeah. But I'm enjoying Secret Invasion, and I'm looking forward to the next episode for sure. All right, yo. I do believe I'm going to call it at this point. Once again, I am super grateful for everyone who is here tonight and for everyone who is still watching the replay. Again, I'm going to ask you to, if you have not yet done so, please hit that like button on your way out. And pretty please also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I do drop some content. I hope you had a good time tonight. I really did. I hope you found... Oh, thanks, Brooke. Thanks, Saber. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed the info and my presentation of said info. I had a really good time, but you know me, I always do when I'm streaming. So, thank you everyone for being here, now or in the future. New subscriber here. Thank you, Ezekiel. I really appreciate that, man. And like I said, I'm in the process of moving and a couple other things going on, so I won't be dropping any regular vids for a couple weeks. But every Saturday night, same bat time, same bat channel, as they say, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's when we do this shit. Jay, thanks, man. Thank you, Sabersmith. Thank you, Ezekiel. Thank you, Donna. Bang Beta Fetch Zam Wham Sam. Thank you, Unprofessionals. Alan, Travis, Brooke. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Let me scroll. Scrolling. Donna. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I'm working to get better at this every day. Well, maybe not every day, but I'm working to get better at this. So, again, thank you. I hope you guys had a good time. I did. Yeah, you guys enjoy. For those of you who are the Americans, have a good 4th of July weekend. If you're not, have a good weekend as well. Just, you won't be celebrating a holiday like us, probably. But we'll hop off in a bit after the stream ends. Watch a movie or show or play some Halo. Play Halo. Get on there and shoot some fucking aliens. But yeah, have a good holiday weekend, or just a good weekend where, wherever you're at and whatever you celebrate. And like I always say, there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. Just when you thought it was over, I pull you back in. I hope everyone had a good time. I really, really, really did. But yeah, be safe out there this weekend, everybody, especially those of you who are celebrating the independence of the United States. We all know it's a big party weekend. Just party safe, yo. We'll see you next time. Much love to you all.